Let's move on because fuck that beef. It's not really real.
Talk about the Weeknd.
The Weeknd, Abel, El Fin de Semana. My brother, my friend. Shout out to you. I hope, and I'm pretty sure you definitely have watched. If not, let's pray that you have watched my reaction up right now on the CA channel to The Weeknd's 5th album, Dawn FM. It's out right now, currently out right now. Dawn FM, narrated and hosted by Jim Carrey / The Weeknd, because he did a couple parts, but I would say obviously mainly Jim Carrey. And I love the album. I think it's damn near perfect. Time will tell.
You said that was like, I saw your reaction. You said that you think that's his best album?
I think I can argue it being his best, like cohesively from top to bottom. If you play it from start to from beginning to end, it's perfectly sequenced. It's a fucking ride, right?
I'm not gonna lie. I never got into his music. This is the first project that I listened to.
Did you listen from the beginning to the end, like in order?
Beginning to end, yeah.
Okay,
and
that's good.
I was pretty impressed. I liked it. I liked his album, but when people start comparing him to Michael Jackson, like I get it a little bit, man, but I hear the pop, kind of like R&B.
Let's talk about that. You know who it was mainly? You saw who it was? Was it Timbaland?
I saw him post that.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, but I've heard that before.
Yeah, I've heard it before, but I feel like no one, like especially famous or with notoriety, has come out publicly and said it, especially with enthusiasm.
Like that?
I don't think so. Drake might have like alluded to. Oh wait, about himself.
No, about the Weeknd.
No, Drake said it about himself. Like I'm the real Michael Jackson, but he's talking about numbers. He always says that low key, but he never says like musically I'm Michael Jackson. He knows that. That's why he did a song with Michael Jackson.
I addressed him, either him or Party, saying that
The Weeknd's Michael Jackson.
Yeah, something like that.
Listen, all I know is this.
I'm wrong.
I don't think The Weeknd thinks that about himself. I do know that he's working. I think he sampled some Michael Jackson songs on his album. If I'm not correct.
Really? Wow.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know. I might be incorrect. But I know he worked with Quincy Jones on his album, and Quincy Jones is the guy behind Michael Jackson's fucking major moments. You know, Quincy Jones has a hand in everything. So he's like working directly with these people probably on purpose because he has like the influence. He knows what's going on. You know, like people are going to compare my sound to that. But it's like
he can sing, man, but.
And like this might be like his Thriller. I think what Timbaland was also trying to say is also because of the fact like Thriller. You remember the actual song Thriller when he had the actual character and he was walking around with like a actual embodying that sort of mummy or what? No, not mummy, but like a zombie, like wake up from the dead type of thing, right? Mm-hmm. That was Thriller, right? Thriller. Yeah. So then now we have The Weeknd doing a similar thing, but like an old man, like he's trying to dress up as an old man and like having his makeup and aesthetic.
Yeah,
so
Michael
far
Jackson was known for as a Master of Disguise or something.
Master of Disguise and shit, yeah. And he did that last album, remember? Because when Michael Jackson got his nose job and shit, he had like the face wraps and shit. And The Weeknd did that with the last album, After Hours. He had the face wraps and the bleeding and everything on his nose, like he had a nose job.
Yeah, yeah.
He did the same thing, almost like a homage to like Hollywood and like people who get surgery. Mm-hmm. So now we have him doing the opposite, where it's like embracing like age, I guess, or like. I don't know what's really happening, but the comparisons to the Michael Jackson, let's break that down to finish with that topic specifically because people always say that. Is he Michael Jackson? No. Is this album very similar to Michael Jackson albums? Yes. And if you're going to deny that, then you have bad eardrums. Go to the doctors and get surgery because when you listen to this album and you listen to Thriller or you listen to Off the Wall, there's very similar sonics and that's not a bad thing. It's a compliment. It
gives me like a retro kind of sound.
People call it like an 80s album, like an 80s sound album, and I get that. And then people want to fucking jump off the wall,
there's no
pun intended, and call it like similar to Tory Lanez's album. Because Tory Lanez dropped a recent album like a couple weeks ago, Night at Prom or something, and it's about like the 80s, and he dressed up like in the 80s type of thing, and he's rolling out that album. No one's talking about it, obviously, because the Megan shit, but people are saying that album's good, and this is better than The Weeknd's album. I haven't heard that album, but I doubt it's better than The Weeknd's album. I'm sorry. We're talking about The Weeknd and Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez is very talented, but he's not The Weeknd.
Yeah.
This different animal. I'm sorry. They're both from Toronto. They're both black. They're both R&B, but that's it.
Yeah, I don't really listen to The Weeknd, but I know that he's a better.
Come on, bro.
He's a better vocalist.
And I respect like Tory musically. I haven't gotten into him too heavy because I'm a bit biased with the Megan shit, and it's like. Obviously, who knows? That situation might flip. It might be her that fucking like lied. Who knows? But at the end of the day, you know, I can't force myself.
Why do we compare this guy to Michael Jackson? Because I feel like there's no song in the album that's like really like that really stands out. Like I like I'll name the tracks that I like. Right, Out of Time. Here we go again with Tyler. Starry Eyes.
No, there's a couple songs, bro. Trust
Less
me.
Than Zero.
And I think the Quincy Jones thing too is like specifically like Quincy Jones. That's Michael Jackson's dad, almost like that's his father in music. Like that's Quincy Jones, and he's working with him. He has a whole interlude on the album.
But I know, but like when you go to like a Michael Jackson album, there's always the couple hits in his albums. Like,
because you think Michael goes more pop than The Weeknd.
Yeah,
I would say 100%. So. I think that's the difference between them. But then you have albums like Blinding Lights, like After Hours had those moments on it. So it's like
I probably don't know enough of his music to comment.
I'm blinded that, by the lights.
I know that's a big hit. I know he's got some hits, man. But
he has moments where he sounds like him. I'm not gonna deny it. And he even does his voice sometimes, like not his voice, but his own voice that sometimes sounds like Michael's. Where it's like,
yeah, I hear.
He does like that little thing like that almost sometimes. I'll be like, oh shit. It's like a talent. So, but I respect it. I don't think it's like him biting. People always want to allude to that shit. They say that shit with Silk Sonic and the Bruno shit too. Like it's like like a Michael Jackson album type of shit. But it's the same era. People are tapping into that 80s shit right now.
Yeah. I get that.
It's what's hot. I don't know, man. Like why people getting mad? Like just roll with it. If it is what it is. Like I don't think he's Michael Jackson. Will he pass? I don't think, in my opinion, truthfully, I don't think anyone will ever pass Michael Jackson.
Hell no.
And TikTok has proven that to me more now because I see a lot of young kids who go viral, like young ass kids, very small, dancing to Michael Jackson like they love it. Like my girl's little brother King, my brother-in-law King loves Michael Jackson, and like he plays his music, and I'm like, this is crazy. Like Michael Jackson will never die. Like his music is forever. Yeah, like it's little, crazy.
I would listen to Man in the Mirror, Smooth Criminal, Human Nature,
Billie Jean, bro. Billie Jean. This man's music will never die, so no one will ever be as big as Michael Jackson. But moving away from that, you know,
everybody go.
Yeah, people can think, you can say whatever you want, but facts are facts. You know, Weeknd is Weeknd and Michael is Michael. We can keep the comparisons, I guess, but I wish we stopped them.
Yeah, it's
even though sometimes I partake in it, but it's because other people do it, so it makes you want to, like, Timbaland saying that shit was like, damn, and I'm like, damn, maybe, but it's like,
everyone's unique.
The Weeknd's the fucking Weeknd. Abel. Yeah. Love you guys.